They basically are the 70s. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Listography. Jason, Joe, and Krams are here. Three Dog Night week rolling on, top 10 songs. If you saw yesterday's video, Joe and Kram not super enthusiastic about Three Dog Night. Were they able to come up with 10 songs that they even liked? Let's find out.
I'll kick it off. Number 10, Lady Samantha. Elton John pen tune. Sounds like Elton John. Him and Bernie, good enough writer to make a top 10 song for Three Dog Night. Granted, none of these songs are songs I really ever want to hear again, but it's my job to come up with a list every week. Number 9, one of the Corey Wells sung songs that I actually like, Never Been to Spain. Playful lyrics about the girls there, catchy chorus, pretty good. Number 8, Pieces of April. Really nice, soft piano, a little delicate, pretty good mild passion on it. I like it. Number 7, Shambhala. Good guitar, like the jangly and like catchiness of it. Number 6, from Harmony, I've got Jam. Really good bounce, great organ, kind of like Deep Purple, the band kind of vibe here. And musicianship shines. It's nice. Number 5, from my favorite and the best Three Dog Night album, I've got Southbound. Fun, joyous, funky jam, great slap bass on it, and I love the hi-hat work. Number 4, same album, The Closer, the last song Three Dog Night ever put out before the EP at least. Dance the Night Away, simple little song with cool, weird 70s spacey synth touch, great piano part 2 on it. Number 3, We'll Almost Bet the Farm. This will be Joe's number 1. It is 1. However, he tends to like any song that's just called 1, whether it's Metallica or You. He loves that number. Catchy, good pop tune, like the melody. The strumming is really cool too. The lyrics are really clever. Number 2, although they don't deserve any credit for the lyrics. Number 2, Into My Life. Nice piano part, sweet and sweeping, and sort of a gospel-y song, which I don't really go for. My number 1 is gonna be a bit of a crazy pick. I know this is one of the only songs Jason came out and said he did not like much. Got Mind Over Matter, just because it's weird and it's got those weird alien sounding vocals on it, but I do think it has really like great horns and bass and has that like smiley funk sort of sensation, which I prefer in the later stuff especially. So those are my 10 favorite songs by Three Dog Night.
Okay, let's let Jason go last so you can end the video on a positive note. My top 10 songs, Lord, there's 5 of them probably that I really would deem to ever hear again. Number 10 is going to be Nobody, slightly funky. It sounds like Traffic. Good organ and piano work. Number 9, Moby Grape's Murder in My Heart for the Judge. Kind of a cool song. Their arrangements, good. Like, I liked it, but I don't know why it's on my top 10. Like, it's just like one of the songs that I kind of liked, so I threw it on my list, and like I was expecting it to get like knocked out of the top 10 as I listened to more, and it just stayed in there. So number 8, I got the Beatles pen, It's For You. I like the quivering vocals, really interesting sounding. Like it's one of the few times where they did something that like really caught my ear, and the sparse accompaniment, the hand claps are really cool. Nice piano. Number 7, I got Chained, harder rocking Russ Ballard track. Harmonies when they all sing Chained are really great. Like I could maybe deal with like a hard rock Three Dog Night album, because the couple of times that they go there, I think it kind of sounds cool, but they don't do it enough. Number 6, a Traffic song, Heaven Is In Your Mind. Not as good as the original, but it's pretty close, and there's a like little cool bass run that they do, make it sound unique. Number 5, I got an old-fashioned love song, cheesy, but it's fun. Number 4, the only kind of deep cut in my top 5, I got Heavy Church. Kind of has a cool like Queen guitar layering on it, like big organs, nice vocals. Like it's just a good song. I don't even know who originally does this song, but that was one of the few that like really stood out to me as a decent song that wasn't like a radio hit. Number 3, Crams's least favorite song, Joy to the World. I just think it's jubilant, joyous. Makes you want to sing along when I hear it. I want to sing Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog, which most people probably think is the name of the song. Number 2, maybe the most interesting composition of theirs, Out in the Country. Really kind of like perfect vocals, a little jazzy, very smooth, but kind of like the apocalyptic lyrics kind of make it a little more interesting. I think it's a well-written song, and they don't go too big on it. Like it's kind of reined in emotionally. Don't oversing for once. So it's a cool track. Number 1 though, Crams are calling it 1. Just think a magnificent lead vocal performance, the stuttering guitar, the like single note pianos really builds like the drama on the track. It's the only track that like really feels like a unique, interesting, like powerful composition. Like I know it's not their track, but I do think it's the definitive version of the Henry Nielsen song, and just their most interesting throughout, most interesting vocals, most interesting instrumentally, lots of stops and starts, just a really great track. Really the only song, maybe that and Out in the Country, the only 2 that I would consider like great songs.
All right, my top 10. Number 10, going with one of their original tracks, an instrumental called Fire Eater. Really shows how good the band was. Fantastic groove, great guitar solo, incredible guitar tone. Number 9, I have I Can Hear You Calling. More great guitar on this track, both of these songs from the record Naturally. It's got a really simple, repetitive riff, but it's really cool. There's great organ and great drumming on it. I think the band is really great on that record. Number 8, I have My Impersonal Life from Harmony. The song was written by Terry Furlong, who was a member of the Grassroots, and then later had a band called Blue Rose who did this song. This version's a little bit heavier than the Blue Rose version, but I really love that descending organ part. I think on the Blue Rose track, it's strings that do that descending line, but the organ just makes it really heavy and cool. Another song with a great guitar solo on it as well. My number 7 is Tulsa Turnaround. This one written by Alex Harvey and Larry Collins. The original version of this was by Kenny Rogers in the first edition. Kind of a country tune. Corey Wells, I think, gives a good vocal performance on this one. Number 6, I've got Liar, a Russ Ballard track, one of several Russ Ballard songs that they do. Russ Ballard, big time songwriter in the 70s and 80s, wrote songs like Back in the New York Groove for Ace Frehley and all kinds of hits for other people. Argent did this one first, but I think the Three Dog Night version crushes the Argent version. The vocals and the production on this is so good. I love the vocal sound during the verses, where he sounds like he's like 10 feet away from the mic, just kind of getting all of that room sound. Works for the song so well. Number 5, I've got Never Been to Spain by Hoyt Axton. Hoyt was from Texas, I think, and wrote a lot of like country songs and had a lot of sense of humor in a lot of his music. I think he was a really great writer. I think this is a really good song. Waylon Jennings put out a version of this song in the same year that's also awesome. I just think it's an awesome piece of writing. He's also the guy that wrote Joy to the World. Number 4, I've got An Old-Fashioned Love Song by Paul Williams, another fantastic songwriter who wrote tons of hits for different people in the 70s, namely the Carpenters. This song has a great bass line, and I love the like spacey sort of tremolo guitar and the swirling electric piano. I think it's really kind of haunting and cool. Number 3, I've got Play Children Play by Kent Sprague and Gary Stovall. And I looked and I could not find another version of this. I don't know if this is a cover or a song that was just written for them that they did. I think it absolutely rolls. I think the groove is killer. Floyd Sneed's drumming on this track is so awesome, and there's some really good harmonies on it as well. Number 2, I've got Let Me Serenade You by John Finley. who was in a band called Rhinoceros, who did this track originally, and it was called I Will Serenade You. So they changed the lyrics and the title a bit. I think it's an excellent song, but I think the minor tweaks that Three Dog Night make to the cover are brilliant and take the song to a whole nother level. I think it's a great example of them, improving upon the original. And my number one is Sure As I'm Sitting Here, song by John Hyatt, a very good song. His version, John Hyatt's version, is excellent. But I think they just do that little bit extra. The feel of the rhythm section just makes it just that much more infectious. The rhythm section in Three Dog Night is criminally underrated. They're so good. And the feel of this song is just fantastic. So a great, well-written song by John Hyatt and a great arrangement and performance by Three Dog Night.
99% of those songs I would just never ever think about again. Like, you were naming songs, I was like, I have no idea what that song is, what it sounds like, any single element to it. So glad we're done with this week.
Yeah. Still feel like they're just a Vegas attraction and a rock and roll themed casino. That's about all I can give them. A really good band that your jazz teacher is in or something. That's about it.
Well, I fully disagree. I think they're great, and I think they basically are the 70s. I mean, they sold like 70 million records or something in the early 70s. I mean,
I saw some good quotes from people trashing them because Grand Funk was the biggest touring band of the time, and Three Dog Night was number 2. So people had bad opinions even back in the 70s. Like, it's not just now. So it's something we can take to heart.
I am going to take footage of you saying they basically are the 70s and just put it in every video I edit until on a loop until till YouTube goes out of business. No, I wouldn't. But I get what you're saying. They were popular, yeah, for sure.
And their reputation may not be what, all those other 70s acts are, but I mean, when I think of the 70s, this is the sound that I want. Their records are what that decade sounds like to me, and I just love it.
That's fair, and probably a big reason why you like them so much. It has that warmth, a little bit of funk, a little bit of rock. Doesn't do any of it well, as far as me and Joe are concerned, but yeah. But it is interesting that, like, as big as they were, they don't get talked about or rated or ranked like among rock enthusiasts or the vinyl community like all that often. Like, we were shocked when you picked them, like, just totally like, oh yeah, they existed, and oh my god, we're gonna have to listen to this, and oh my god, Jason likes them. There's such for such a popular band, like you said, and a definitive staple of the 70s.
Well, I think the reputation finally caught up to them, and people realized, like, this band kind of sucks, let's stop listening to them. We finally outgrew, like, if that's the sound of the 70s, I might hate the 70s. Might hate it now.
It's like they're like the Black Eyed Peas of the 70s. Like, what the character from The Office says, he's like, or I think is it James Spader, who's like, Black Eyed Peas are for people. It's rock and roll for people that don't like rock, pop for people that don't like pop, and rap for people that don't like rap. That's kind of how I feel about Three Dog Night, minus the rap.
Well, as we go through songs of the year, and the Hot 100 especially, I think in the 70s is going to be interesting, because there was a lot of music in the 70s that was massively popular that didn't really stand the test of time as well. But I love all of it. Give me the Carpenters, give me Partridge Family, give me Three Dog Night. I'll take all of it. Give me Tony Orlando and Dawn. So let us know what some of your favorite Three Dog Night songs are. Drop them down in the comments. Let us know what you think of our lists, and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check the description: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our website, all of that. We'll see you tomorrow for side 3. Thanks for watching.